Hey Clashers, we have quite a few buildings who have not gotten a new level just yet on Town Hall 15. Like the Eagle Artillery, or for example the Scattershot, the Tesla, or the Builder Hut. So there's some buildings which are missing still some level. Or for example, we have all of the walls which are not, you can't upgrade them. A lot of people are always asking me, iTzu, why don't you spend your loot? I can't. There's only a limited amount of walls which you can upgrade as soon as the new town hall drops. So let's just speculate about the next update, because Supercell has announced that they would like to rotate updates between the different villages, which means we had the last October update being Town Hall 15, we had the December update being Clan Capital, and we now have the last update which was Builder Base, which means if they go through those different points, the next one would be Home Village again. But now the question is, when is the next update? Well, Supercell so far is always following their own update schedule, where the first update of the year is not 100% fixed. As we have seen this year, it was quite late. But the second update of the year is kinda, there's not many ways around it, because in Helsinki, where the Supercell development team is sitting, we have in July roundabout a summer break, summer vacation. And this is kind of limiting the time frame where you can release updates. Because as we have seen with the last update, if you release a big update, it's really good chances that you are creating some crashes and players are having some issues. Those bugs need to be fixed ASAP. They need to be fixed as quickly as possible. And for that, that's right, you need time. So considering that in July, this summer break starts, this means that mid-June, the update has to drop. Because if it's any later and you're like releasing the update on the last workday for you, it's like, who's going to fix the bugs? And this would lose, or Supercell and Clash of Clans would lose players if they would keep those bugs in the game for quite long. And due to that as well, they would lose money, right? So overall, they would try to fix the bugs as quickly as possible. And this will take 1, maybe 2 weeks. Which gives us roundabout a date of mid-June where the update normally drops, where the second update of the year normally drops. So with those 2 points out of the way, the first thing, the update rotation which Supercell has announced at some point, and the fact that, well, the update can't be really pushed around too much, we already know that in really short time there should be a next update. And if we speculate about the update rhythm, it might be, it should be, it could be Home Village, that's right. With having defenses which had not a new level just yet on Town Hall 15, it is really likely that those might get a new level. I don't know like how much the stats could increase and everything, but with defense getting a new level, what about then offense? And that is really interesting, because if we take a look at all those troops and everything, everyone has their own opinion probably about which troops, which spells, which offensive tool should get a new level, or maybe should not. So I thought, let's just go through those different troops. And I will share my point of view about which troops might get a new level or might not. Because, well, I just think it's quite nice to speculate about what is going to happen. And with that, let's start right away with the Barbarian and the Archers. I don't think they're going to get a new level. As well, I think if Barbarian would get a new level, I would get a Super Barbarian one trick. Because this is always something you have to remember. If the regular troop is getting a new level, the Super version is getting a new level as well. And I know people are already thinking that the Super Archer Blimp is OP and broken. Which is, by the way, not true, but a lot of people think that, okay? And that's fine. That is fine. That's understandable. But I don't think Supercell wants to give that troop a new level. So with that out of the way, the Giant. I'm not sure. I mean, the Giant is right now not used that much. Maybe in the Pro play where you try to scalp for like the Spring Trap and stuff like that for your Ice Golem, but otherwise not used that much. So the Giant could for sure use a new level, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. The next one, the Goblin. And that is now, we're starting now with the first couple of troops, which are kind of tricky. Because Goblins, and there are sneaky Goblins. Goblins not being the best troop in the game. I guess, who's using regular Goblins? Maybe in Clan Castle combinations, but that's it. Like, who would use a regular Goblin? It's not really the case and not really happening that often. So it's more about that, talking about the sneaky Goblins. And they are really strong. Do they need a new level? I am not sure. Because remember how frustrating it is to lose all of your loot. Because people are like just surgically going into your base and sniping down storages and taking your entire loot. That feels frustrating. So I'm not sure if the goblins should get a new level. It might be. They have not gotten a new one in quite some time, but I would just think balance-wise, it's not really needed. Next one, wall breaks. Well, as we have talked about, we already have a new wall break level because we have already the wall level, right? Which is the new one. So I guess just the remaining walls could get the new level as well, because right now we can't upgrade them. So that is for sure something to consider. So I feel like wall breaks, there's no need for a new level. And now, oh my lord, the loons. I have to say, we have Lalo now on top of the meta for so long. So I would just like to see no new level. Wouldn't that be kind of fun to see how that turns out? It would be kind of cool, in my opinion. So I think it's up to Supercell. I mean, at that point, I personally would say, don't give like loons a new level. I think pros are still good enough with Lalo, so I don't think that's going to be a big change. But what do you think? Do you think loons should get a new level? I feel like let's just skip that, okay? Let's just don't give them a new level. Next one, the wizard. The wizard already got a new level, if I remember correctly. And as well, the super wizard blimp is insanely strong, so they should not get a new level anyways. And then we have already the next topic, the next hot topic, the healer. And I feel like the healer, it's a bit similar, but as well different to the loon. The loons, the Lalos getting mainly used by like the hardcore pro scene and everything. But queen charges or healers in general are getting used as well by not maybe as invested players into the game. Where I feel like right now it's nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible for them to like charge versus a rage tower or things like that, or like the monolith. And this is kind of sad because I think queen charge is such a fun strategy and it should be there for everyone. Lalo is just so complex that for the majority of player base out there, it would be never a viable option anyways. But queen charges, you can learn those, and especially those players who are interested in like guide videos or in general in like matches from pros. This is the strategy which most likely they could copy with like hybrid or hog riders. This is something which we have seen a lot on the weekend. So I feel overall that is for sure something Supercell can consider giving them a new level. But maybe I'm biased because I love queen charges. Who knows? That might be a reason, right? So let's just keep going with the next one, and we have the dragons. Long story short, dragons, in my opinion, should get a new level. P.E.K.K.A, I'm not even sure if 3 new level would help the P.E.K.K.A in the current state. I feel like, yes, it needs a new level, but why would you ever use a P.E.K.K.A if you could use Electro Titan? I mean, Electro Titan is just so much stronger in so many ways and so much more efficient in your army composition. So I feel like P.E.K.K.A right now is in a tough spot, and I'm not sure if even a new level would help it. But let's just give it a new level, or maybe even 2. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is what it is. Baby Dragon next. Baby Dragon, remember, is the super dragon as the Inferno Dragon as well. And the Inferno Dragon right now is really strong. At the same time, though, look at it. It's so cute. It has to get a new level, right? Baby Dragon is just such a cute troop, and I think it could use a new level. Would be kind of nice. Miner already got a new level. Electro Dragon the same. Yeti. Oh, another tricky one, because the Yeti and the Yeti Blimp is already quite strong. But at the same time, if you just spam 10 Yetis and super archers into the base, they're not that strong. So I'm not sure. I would like to see a new level, I guess, because I really like to do Queen Charge Yeti, for example, which would be kind of nice with that, right? So I think Yeti would be kind of cool. The same thing, I mean, Dragon Rider, obvious one. Dragon Rider, give that the new level. Electro Titan, not really. I think Electro Titan is completely fine as it is right now. Let's keep going with the Dark Elixir troops. Minion, I think Minion is fine. You don't really need that. Hog Rider, let's go. Hog Rider, a new level all the way. That would be great. Valkyrie, kind of similar to the P.E.K.K.A, right? Like, give it 10 new level and it's still probably not the most useful troop. So, give it a new level, whatever. Valkyrie, I just think the troop overall needs a rework, but it is what it is. Golem, actually, golems are getting mainly used by pros, I feel like. The normal casual, maybe you can use like the mask, like a golem, super wizard spam or something like that, but it's not as efficient or as strong. So I feel like golems are mainly used by pros, and I'm not really sure. I think no level is fine for that. Witches already got a new level as well. Lava Hounds. Okay, that's Lalo now again. Lava Hounds, maybe you could give one of those, like either the Loon or the Lava Hound a new level. That might work, who knows. Boulder. Boulder's not got a level in quite some time, right? And super boulders are kind of struggling right now. So maybe boulder would be a great new addition when it comes down to the new level. That would be quite nice. Yeah, I would say boulders could for sure use a new level. Ice golem. I mean, they're strong enough, right? They're strong enough, and if you would give them a new level on defense, that would be even more annoying. So let's just keep them as it is. Headhunters. Headhunters is a tough thing, because if you buff them, one side, you make the defense stronger because people are using them on the defensive clan castle. At the same time, though, you make offense stronger because, well, with offense, you can take down heroes way quicker, and heroes are one of the strongest defenses overall. So I am not sure. I would go with no new level, I think, on this one. But with that being said, we have still a couple of things left, and that is heroes and pets. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I would like to see new hero level. Maybe I just like to see the world burn with that, but because I think a lot of pros will like complain. But I just think we have not gotten a new level for them in quite some time, if I remember correctly. And I just think, I don't know, it's just cool to get them to a higher level, right? Like, this is something you can grind for and everything. So I would like to see a new level. Don't make the stats change too much. That's fine, but just like 5 new level would be great. For the pets, I am not sure. I feel like if they give new level, they have to add a pet house potion or something. Right now, it is just so painful to upgrade those pets. It's super annoying because you can always only upgrade one pet at a time. You have no option to speed things up. It's really frustrating. So if they give any of those pets a new level, in my opinion, they should add like a pet potion or something like that, which increases the speed on how you upgrade it. That would be quite nice. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that one, right? So, but that's overall it. We talked about the defense, we talked about the offense, but now the question is, I think it's now getting easier or harder to attack? And I think the answer is quite simple, right? It should get easier. I think it will be easier if those levels are coming in. Dragon Rider, possibly healers, possibly loons, like all of those level are having a lot of impact on high level strategies. So I think overall the game will get easier if this update is going to happen, and if the update level are happening as I was just mentioning in this video. With that being said, let me know what you think down below. What do you think about that? Now we'll see you guys back tomorrow with the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.